Hello YouTube, my name is Bookie and I am back with a book review for the book Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby, Rivera. Now this book is about a girl named Juliet Takes. She is a Puerto Rican girl from the Bronx, New York. Her plan for college is to go do an internship with this author named 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚 in Portland, Oregon. But before she leaves to go to Portland, she wants to tell her family that she is gay over this big dinner that they throw for her. Everyone in her family basically accepts her except for her mother. You know, her mother is upset at the time. And Juliet has to accept this because she has to leave for Portland. So when she gets to Portland, Oregon, she learns that 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚 wants her to do some research on these different women on these scraps of paper or strips of paper. So Juliet, she ends up going to a library to do research on these women. And in between all of this, she stays trying to get in contact with her girlfriend, Lonnie. And Lonnie is also in college in this school called the College of Democrats of America. And Lonnie is basically ignoring Juliet. And when Juliet does get in contact with Lonnie, they end up getting into an argument. And then later on in the story, Lonnie sends Juliet a letter telling her that she is now in love with someone else named Sarah. And this upsets Juliet, and this leaves Juliet depressed for a while. But Juliet ends up moving on with her life. And she ends up having a summer fling with this librarian named Kyra. Her and Kyra, they share cookies, they go on motorcycle rides together, they end up kissing each other, stuff people doing, they have a little fling going on. But at the end of the story, they end up breaking up because, Juliet ends up going back to the Bronx. But while Juliet is still in Portland, at one of 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚's group meetings, she tells people that Juliet is poor, she's from the ghetto, she's a lesbian, how her family doesn't accept her, and everyone turns around and looks at Juliet doing this discussion. And this upsets Juliet. So Juliet storms out of the room where the discussion is being held, and she goes to Miami to stay with her cousin, Ava, for a while. And while she is living in Miami for a little while, Ava takes her to this party, and she has fun, and she starts to think about what 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚 did to her. And while she's there in Miami, 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚 sends her email telling her, that she's sorry for what she did. So Juliet ends up going back to Portland. And while she's there in Portland, she's still upset with 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚. And one day while Juliet is hiking with some other women in 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜, she tells 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜 that, that she still does not like what 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜 did to her. And 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜 apologizes, but Juliet comes to realize that 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜 is not who she thought she was, and that she should not be hanging out with her. I did not like this story because I feel as though Juliet did not know who she is. Because at the beginning of the story, a guy asked her, what do you identify as, or who do you identify as? And she didn't even know what she identifies as. And looking at the cover of the book, I thought it was about something else. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to read anything else by this author because to me the book, it just didn't go anywhere. It just went around in a circle. And, I don't see what was the point even writing this book because the author wrote about somebody who had to learn who she is, and I still don't think she knows who she is. But at the end of the story, she did write a letter saying what she's going to do from now on when it comes to making her life better. So I guess that's how she's going to find out who she really is. I don't know, but like I said, I'm not going to read anything else by this author. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching my book review. And thank you to all my new subscribers. Bye-bye.